going for no scalper. You a scalper? Then fuck out shit. This one's for them real collectors. That's army building and posing figures. Marvel Legends, imports, mini mate the I'm fucking with them. Hype beast, we know about you. Stay buying figs, don't know about it.
Alright, I'm about to move on to the next display, but I wanted to shoot this particular version of the setup. Before I do so, I basically shot this setup without Colossus and without Psylocke and posted it to Facebook, and then I added those two people and tweaked a couple of things. I made sure some of the stuff in the very background was visible and added a vase and other things up on top of the bookshelf behind Professor and Jean Grey. But you know, I always try to tell people to try to shoot different shots, even if they're just slightly different for different platforms. So like I said, I posted one shot on Facebook, and then I posted the variant on Instagram, which I think was probably the better, more complete shot. I think I added the mug and the little pill bottle right there next to Psylocke in the Instagram shot. But you know, that keeps your material fresh, so you're not posting the same exact picture to every platform. And then I also want to just talk about the framing here real quick. I say this constantly, but you know, as new people come onto the channel and you know, people are trying their hand at display art, you know, I try to give you little gems and pointers, but you know, I don't put together a setup and then sit down with the camera. The camera's already in place as I'm setting up everything, so that way when I want to add something into the frame, I'm just looking through the viewer and figuring out where I want to add that thing. Same thing I did when I added Colossus and Psylocke, and I just keep coming back to this location and looking and making sure everything is good. So that way the frame is completely filled up. Excuse me. And you know, I try not to waste too much space. You know, like I said, even back there behind Professor and Jean on the bookshelf, you know, there's a lot of layering here. And I even use Gambit and on the left and Psylocke on the right to help frame up the shot and make sure I'm not wasting any of the space, and it's a lot for the viewer to see. And it's you know, and then the other thing is every figure is posed, even though they're all pretty much vanilla for the most part. They're posed and everything is lined up, and I don't you know, I don't waste I pay attention to every intricate detail and make sure biceps are swiveled the right way, and make sure any stance that any of the characters are doing can actually be done. You know, it's about anatomy, it's about this and that. And again, that comes back to what I was saying yesterday about patience. You know, you gotta take your time. But yeah, so everything here is framed up and good, and I'm okay with this. This was my X-Men Day shot, I guess, and I'm moving on. Messing around with Blink here. So I did mention that I almost completed the Caliban Build-A-Figure wave. I think I might do an overview of the whole wave. I'm only missing the Weapon X Wolverine, but I have everybody else. I was just trying to complete Caliban, obviously. But Blink here came out okay. I mean, this is a sort of C-list character, kinda. But you know, this is one of those that they throw out there where it's not too many supporting characters or figures that go along with her yet, so maybe at some point they'll do the Exiles or something like that. I do like the way she looks. You know, she looks pretty cool, and it was some nice effects that they added in with her. But you know, it's the age-old thing with the Marvel Legends females. I just want them to be as articulated as the males. And while I do like the look, and it is her classic look from the books, the way her I don't know, would you call this a tunic? I don't know what you would call that, but the way her little skirt thing is situated, it's kind of forever in a sort of windswept position. So you know, you got to work with that. Again, you know, just working with the figure's attributes and making them work within your display and making it all make sense. But yeah, I got her teleporting in here to, I don't know, maybe some destroyed alternate Earth, and I broke out the old Toy Biz Sentinel parts here. Just a solo shot. I'm not sure how the lighting is looking right now for a video, but the pictures were popping. So I'll mess around with this a bit, take some pics, and maybe do some variants with another character, something like that. But Blink from this wave was okay.